What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the Elden Ring walkthrough. We are here in Mohgwyn's palace, and what we're going to do is we're going to take this area out in its entirety in this episode. And the way we're going to do it is we're pretty much going to work our way from south to north on this map. So the only item that I've picked up so far in this area really is the map, which you get kind of right over here. Now, the reason I already have the map is because we went here much earlier in the game by way of using this Pure Blood Knight's Medal, and this is an item that you get from following White Mask Varré's side quest. So if you do not yet have the map, I would suggest going on and getting it. And the way that you do it is you can mount your horse in this area, and then I would just ride him, don't stop, just head straight due north. Go around this area and pick up the map and then warp back to this side of Grace, because it's going to help you immensely with navigation. So what we're going to do to start off here is I'm going to throw on my Blasphemous Blade, just because the special on this weapon has a pretty solid AoE that's going to help us in this area. So first things first, you see this bird down here. I'm actually going to rest at the side of Grace just to reset his positioning. If you remember when I showed you guys the farming route from earlier in the game, you can kind of cheese this guy off the edge. I would suggest doing that so that way he's not a nuisance later. So you want to shoot him with an arrow. And normally he doesn't get stuck on that branch. I don't know. There we go. So if you do it right, you want to be standing like on this particular rock. If you shoot him with one arrow, he should kind of go nuts and he'll run off the cliff. And we're actually going to make our way down there. You see that shiny right there? We're going to pick that up. And so him being off the ledge, out of that area is going to help us enormously, because those birds are really tough to kill. So having him out of the way is going to help us a lot. So we have a bunch of albinurics over here. You see the ones that have the red faces? These ones are the problematic enemies in this area. See how he turned into a big ball of spikes and he rolled at me? If that attack hits you directly, it's going to do a ton of damage. So the other ones, as you can see, are pretty harmless. They're not all that interested in me, but yes, the ones with the red faces are the ones that you want to worry about. So what you can do is you can kind of get all of their attention, and then what I like to do is you can use Taker's Flames on them, or really any attack that has a good AoE associated with it for taking these guys out. You see that you get it knocks them back, and then you get you get like 2,000 runes from each of these that you kill, which is pretty insane. So I mean, you could camp out here and just farm for a while if you wanted to, if you want to get a bunch of runes. Alternatively, what you could do is you could just ride right through this place and just skip all these enemies altogether. So you see these enemies are all together next to each other, and you see what Taker's Flames is doing to them. It's taking them all out all at once, and it just makes it way easier. There's a couple items down here. Blood Rose and Smithing Stone 6. Alternatively, if you don't want to fight all these guys, you absolutely do not have to. You can ride right past them on your horse. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to head back to the side of Grace, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that, because I do want to reallocate my flasks. I'm going to give myself 3 blues just because I will be using Taker's Flames a bit down here, and it does eat up a chunk of FP, so I want to make sure that I have enough to replenish my my FP. So I'm gonna before we head back down, I'm gonna kill the bird again. Come on, good boy. Oh no, you didn't go off the edge. I'm gonna have to reset. Sometimes he doesn't go off the edge, but most of the times he does. Nope, he didn't go off that time either. That sucks. And normally if you're standing on this rock right here, it should work. It worked the first time. There we go. Get him out of the way first. Make sure you get your runes. And what we're going to do is we're just going to ride past these guys. 'Cause you don't even have to fight him if you don't want to. So where we're going to go is there's actually you could go straight, but what we're going to do is there's a path off to the side here to the left that we're going to go down first. And it's going to take us to that area where that bird was that we just killed. So down here is where the bird was. So we got a ghost glovewort, and then this is that shiny. See, we shot him from up there. Got the Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 24. And so down here, there's actually going to be someone who invades us. He's going to invade us 3 separate times. So we got some rot grease. And then I'm actually going to go this way first. So you see up there, there's a golden seed. Let's see. I want to get this guy to invade us the first time, though. The first time he invades you is down here. So I'll pick up this item first. He should be invading us any second. Down here. There we go. So Nameless White Mask. He's going to invade us 3 times. He's not that difficult. There he is. And he fights with a dagger. So really easy to jump attack him. He'll have to charge at you. Just jump attack him. Follow up with an R1. And of course, you know, he does blood build up. He has the Swarm of Flies incantation, which will build up your blood loss, as you see. So that first time we kill him down here, we actually get his armor. So we get the white mask and then his armor set. Okay, so now we're going to loop back around since we triggered that invasion. And we're going to go over here and get this gold seed. Up on that rock, you see there are those blood dogs. I just avoid those completely. The blood dogs are... Ugh. They'll kill you really fast. So now here's his second invasion. So we'll fight him down here. Wait for him to show up. And just kind of lay low. Like, don't aggro that bird. If you can help it. The Kaiser's hurting him. That's funny. So same strategy as before. It's literally the same guy. He's not that strong. There we go. Heal up. And then you can mount your horse. Grab this gold seed. Watch out, there's dog. The blood dog's on the other side of this platform. I just ignore them completely. Don't let them see you. Okay. So you can fight this bird if you want. You don't necessarily have to. You can just pick up these items and then bail if you wanted to. Now, if you do want to fight the bird, I actually prefer to fight these mounted because you can kind of circle around them and stay behind them. Most of their damage is going to come from their beak, as you can see. So as long as you stay behind them, you're gonna be able to damage them. So I do prefer to fight these things mounted for sure. Because they will cause problems unmounted because you're not going to be as agile. So where we're headed next is down here. There's going to be a stone sword key and a talisman. There's also going to be another bird that that drops down on us. Let's see. I still have my number 3 beacon out here somewhere. I think it's probably from over here. Where's my number 3 beacon? Here it is. I'm going to take it away. So, yes, I dropped my number 1 right here. And that is where the stone sword key is going to be. You see there's another bird here as well. You can fight him or not, but he's right around an item. Just make sure you try to stay behind him. It's the best way to fight these things. And I got a stun. I'm going to try to take advantage of it. Oh, I missed. I missed my window. I got to get back on my horse here. Ow. That's what I mean by it's much easier to fight these things on your horse. Because their main source of damage, as I said, is their beak. They try to, like, peck you. And they'll also try to drop on you. Yeah, they'll try to stomp on you. So if you need a heal, also being on your horse is a very good idea because it allows you to run away and heal up real quick if you need to get some distance. All right, where is he? There he is. So there's actually another one up there that's going to drop down on you when you come over to this area. There we go. All right, there's another glovewort over here. And there's that one over here that's going to drop on you when you try to pick up the stone sword key. Just be aware that it is there and it's going to try to surprise attack you. So I'm just going to run, grab the key. I'm not going to fight this bird. I've showed you how to fight them. I'm not going to fight this one. So get the stone sword key, get the talisman, and I suggest you just bail. And over here, there's blood dogs. Watch out for the blood dogs. They can stack up bleed absurdly quick. In fact, I'd suggest just using Taker's Flames. Get them from far away. Oh, there's the one that just... You see the damage that they do? That's just one of them. So imagine you have like 3 or 4 of them on you at the same time. It's just ridiculous damage. There we go. That's for some Arteria leaves. Let's see here. Where to next? So we're going to get our 3rd invasion from this white mask enemy when we go over here. Oh, I ran straight into that geyser. That was bad. So you can pick up this item. And this is going to trigger our 3rd invasion. There he is. And this is the last time we have to fight this guy. As you can see, he's not very good. Very easy to kill this guy. Okay, so now we're going to circle around here. If we had taken the main path, remember we turned left to get over here. If we had taken the main path down, this is where it drops us off. So we're going to circle around to get back to here, and then we're going to carry on kind of northward through this area. Now, this area is a bit challenging because we have a bunch of those blood albinarics. So I suggest forcing one-on-one encounters to the extent that you can. You see this one is doing a spike attack. So keep your distance from these things because that spike attack will be a problem. So you see there's two of them on me at once. So that one rolled over. And I'm again forcing one-on-one encounters to the extent possible. Don't rush in and fight all of these at once because that is a recipe for disaster. All right, I believe there's a smithing stone around this tree. Here we go. And so you see these ones are coming up out of the blood. So I'm going to do this. And to the extent that you can like get them bunched together and hit them all with your attack at once, it's really going to help you. All right, so I'm going to chug a blue flask here. This guy's got only a little bit of health left. Oh, I missed him. And see if I can line these guys up. There we go. Which is why I brought some extra blue flasks with me, because you see that I'm using this weapon skill a lot down here just because it gives me a hefty AoE and really does help me out. All right, so we got some more blood guys down here. Oh, there's a spike attack. Roll away from that. Because again, if that hits you directly, it's probably not going to one-shot you, but it's going to take away a solid chunk of your health if it's a direct hit. All right, got a hero's rune 4. So here's where the paths kind of line up. If you're taking the main path, this is where it would have spit us out. Okay, so off to our right is going to be a little cave. It's going to have a shiny scarab. And there's going to be some blood guys that spawn behind us, so just be wary. Got the Ash of War blood tax. And see, there's the guy that's the two of them that spawn behind us. And so watch out for the spike ball attack. Okay, so this part is a bit tricky. You see how there's a bunch of the blood guys marching around the tree. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on Bloodhound's Fang, some of my Mimic. So my Mimic will have the Bloodhound's Fang. Because remember, I don't technically have the stats without a Rune Arc to use Blasphemous Blade, so I don't want my Mimic to have the Blasphemous Blade because he will not have the Rune Arc active when he summons. I want him to have Bloodhound's Fang, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to put Blasphemous Blade on me since I've already summoned my Mimic. He's not going to have it now, so he'll have Bloodhound's Fang, which he does have the stats to use. So see how they're kind of bunched together, and then have Mimic do the rest. So I'm kind of having him tank the damage, and then I'm just kind of staying back and then doing Taker's Flame. And Mimic is he's doing the dirty work for me. Oh. Yeah, you see how much that spike ball hurts you. Okay, so we pretty much got all the marching folks. And your summon will stay with you. So over here is another cave. And in here, we get the Swarm of Flies, which is a very solid blood incantation. It gets that blood buildup going real quick. Very solid blood incantation. So we got blood grease. Oh, I'm out of FP. Yeah, but you can see having the Mimic here really helping me out. Got some solid rune items. Let's see, this guy dropped something. Or no, that was a environmental pickup. All right, there's one more cave, kind of like up here-ish. To the right. You see there's some blood albinarics in here. I'm gonna try to line them up. All right, that went about as perfectly as I could have possibly hoped for. We got a smithing 6 and a gold rune 13 in here. So now it's time to do this area, which is where there's some albinarics that summon these giant skeletons that shoot laser beams at you. So the safe way is just to ride straight through and get through as quickly as possible. But there are a few items back here, including a rune arc. And I think this is going to be a smithing stone. So you see those giant albinarics, they summon the laser beam skeleton guys. And again, I said that the best way to get through here is just to run straight through. We got a gold rune. So if you kill this albinaric, the skeleton goes away. Because this happens to be the one that summoned him. But there's like 4 or 5 of these albinarics that do the summons. So we got back here is going to be the rune arc. And then like over here is just going to be another rune pickup. And Mimic can't go back here. This is out of range for Mimic, so he's gonna disappear. There's the rune. That rune is literally inside the bush. And then way back here, I'm gonna have to pick up my map. See, these are the guys that summon the skeletons, and I just got blasted. Here we go. Here's the rune arc back here. And so there's really no need to kill these guys once you have the items. But you see, they're not summoning. Oh man, they're just bashing me here though. There we go. So now they can't summon anymore. But you see there's another one still straight ahead of us, which we can kill him. Yeah, he just summoned. Which I don't really care. I'm done in this area. All right. So over here is where we picked up the map. See that body right here? This is the where the map would be located if you hadn't already picked it up. All right. So over here, got a Site of Grace. Rest up, get my flasks back, probably level up. So you see, you can get I mean, just killing the enemies, the regular enemies in this place, you're getting a ton of runes. All right. So on through here, there's gonna be a bunch of these these zombie enemies. Not worth fighting them in my opinion, because there are a million of them. So, and yeah, there's gonna be these ones that try to explode on you, and then they kind of emit this cloud of blood loss buildup. But there are some items to pick up on the way. But it's a pretty linear path, so hard to miss the stuff that we're getting. Got the giant blob over here. You can kind of just run around it. Go, got a stone sword key. Blood roses. So in here, I do like to have my torch equipped because it is quite dark. I'm also going to throw Bloodhound's Fang back on. And there's going to be a few of the Sanguine Nobles that spawn in here. Those are those guys that come out of the puddles of blood in the floor. And there's going to be like 3 of them that I have to fight down here. I'm going to take off my beacons. There we go. There's the first one. Yeah, these guys are beefy. They hit hard. So back here, we got a merchant. And as usual, I'm gonna grab all of the rune arcs. I'm gonna grab all the stone sword keys. Actually, I gotta sell stuff to get one more. I need 5,000 for the key, so I gotta pick up a couple hundred extra. There we go. Selling one of these should give me my 5,000. And also, you can purchase blood roses from him. You can purchase some bolts, lost ashes of war, bloody fingers, which we don't need because we have the infinite invade item anyway. And here we go. He's coming back. Okay, Lord's Rune. I think that's for like 50,000 runes. Something pretty insane. So go down here. There's going to be a Great Ghost Glovewort. Smithing stone 8, 3 of them. And I think that's it for the sanguine nobles that spawn down here. I guess they respawn after you kill them even, but I'm not going to kill that one again, so. All right, Ghost 9. And we've got our Side of Grace. And this is a invasion sign. We can actually invade White Mask Varré's world, and that's the end of his quest line if we do that. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna rest up here, and we're gonna invade White Mask Varré. We're gonna invade his world, so we will be the invader. And if you kill him, you get like his weapon. And he's not too bad. He's not too hard to kill. So he's somewhere down here. Got to chase him down. And this is basically the end of his quest line. There he is.
You seek violence, heedless of my warning, though you have been raised to a knight of the dynasty. I am pained to the very depths of my being. I'll ensure you regret this, my lad. Why must I be disgraced by this lowborn?
Okay, we've got our rune art for killing him. And here's his body.
Oh, luminary Mohg, please grant the strength you promised. I have given everything. Please, my lord. Please, bless the Mohgwyn dynasty with love.
All right, so for that, we get 6 festering bloody fingers, and we also get Varré's bouquet. That's his weapon, I believe. Let's see. Yep, so let's see here. Oh, it's because yeah, there we go. I didn't mean to actually equip it, but let's see. So it has the blood tax skill. Requires 24 arcane to use, so we can't use it. All right, so I'm gonna go back to this. Let's see, put my bloodhounds back. Actually, I'm gonna put blasphemous blade back on here. So I am gonna be using the skill because there's a bunch of the red albinaric enemies in here, and it's easy just to kind of round them up and nail them with Taker's flames. So I'm gonna strike right here, and then they'll start to attack me. As long as you keep your distance. There's another sanguine noble over here. Oh, he ain't having that. That's fine. Oh. All right, enough of you, dude. Yeah, the knockback with this skill is amazing. All right. So up here, we get another Somber Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone. So that will take a special weapon up to +10. Got another one of those. So all the weapons that I've been using in this playthrough that are, you know, of that sort, I've already taken to +10. Back behind you, you get a gold rune 13. And you see down there, there's a body. I don't know why that doesn't have a shiny on it or if it's supposed to, but, you know, I would look down, see if yours has a shiny. It might be like a glitch or something, but anyway, it's down there. And if you drop down there, though, you can't get back up unless you warp back to the side of grace, which I'm going to head back to anyways just to replenish everything. And I'm going to reallocate my flasks. And I need to reallocate my physic flask for this fight. And I'll explain why. All right, so let's see here. Can I level up? No, not even close. So let's see, I'm going to reallocate my flasks back to my normal allocation, 3 and 1. I need to mix my wondrous physic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take away this, and I'm going to put it to the purifying crystal tier. Purifies the Lord of Blood's curse in a mixed physic. You're going to want to equip this for this boss fight. And the main reason being is he does this attack that cannot be blocked. And the only way you can mitigate the damage from that attack is by having this in your physic flask. Now, where we got this is way back on the Altus Plateau. We got it from here, Second Church of America. So you can spawn at this side of Grace, just travel on this bridge. You can drop down here and get to the Second Church of America. You should get invaded. And if you kill the invader, you will get this tier that I just equipped to my physic flask. So we got this invader by doing a side quest. But even if you didn't do the side quest, you should be able to go here right now. And that you should get that. You should trigger that invasion. And you'll be able to get what we just equipped to our physic flask. I'm going to show you why we want that. It kind of happens in the middle of the fight. But you definitely want it equipped. Otherwise, you will very likely die to the attack that he does. That is unavoidable. It is an unavoidable attack from this boss. And again, the only ways to get through it are either to heal rapidly as he's doing it to you, or to have this equipped on your physic flask. So once you walk in here, it's going to trigger a cutscene and then the boss fight. So here we go.
Dearest Mikola, you must abide alone a while. Welcome, honored guest, to the birthplace of our dynasty.
All right, so start by summoning Mimic and use your physic flask. So you see that red bubble I have around me? That means that we're protected from his attack that he does. And this is very similar to the boss that we fought at the bottom, kind of before, at the bottom of the sewer area, the subterranean shunning grounds, before we got to the Frenzy Flame spot. So you see how we have that ring around us? That is because once you take away a certain amount of his HP, he says uno, duo, trace, or whatever. And then, so now we have 2 rings around us. He's about to put a third one around us. Now when he goes, he's transforming to his second phase. He'll go nihil, nihil, nihil. So you see we're taking a slight tick to our HP here. If we did not have the tier equipped, each one of those times he said nihil, he says it 3 times. It would have taken away like 2/3 of our HP each time. And you have to constantly use your flask through it. Otherwise, you're gonna die immediately. It's gonna be a death if you don't use your flask through it or have that tier equip that we just used. So you see he's got quite a bit of range on his weapon, but I mean Mimic's got the aggro on him for the most part. And I just took a blood loss. That's fine. And Mimic got the kill.
Clear as day. The coming of our dynasty. Mohgwyn.
All right, so we got Mohg's Great Rune and the Remembrance of the Bloodlord, like 420,000 runes, which is insane. So that Remembrance we got, if you take it back to the site or to the round table hold, you can trade it in for his weapon, his trident, which is a pretty solid weapon actually. And then there's like a blood incantation that you can trade it in for as well. So let us pick up the Site of Grace and level up. So we're done with this area. That's it for this spot. Let's see, we'll take our Vigor to 60, then I'm gonna put the rest of it into Strength. Basically, when I get my Strength and Dex to 45, I'm going to unequip the Radagon's Sword Seal and put some other talisman on. And then I can probably pick up one more level. Yeah, I just need to put on like what 40,000 more, which sounds like a lot, but given the number of runes we have here, it ain't so bad. So Heroes Rune 5 should probably get us close to that. 35,000 just from that one alone. So easily we have enough. So I need to pick up an extra 5,000. There we go. So level 157. And then there's really nothing else over here. You can go over here. There's no items or anything. Only a view of places we have traveled in our past. So look down there. There's the main Siofra river spot that we did before. And then up there is the Nokron Eternal City and the Aqueduct. So pretty cool to look down. Down there is where we fought the Crucible Knight. And when we warped there from the 4 belfries. And so it's kind of cool just to kind of take in the view down here. And then way over there, I think that might be Noxtella that we're looking at. Yeah. Or no, that is the Deep Root Depths. Yeah, down there's the Deep Root Depths, I think. Or no, that's still just the Siofra River. Anyway, it's pretty cool. Take it all in. Go back to Round Table Hold if you want to trade in that Remembrance for Mohg's Spear. So for now, what we're going to do is we're going to warp here to the Halig Tree. And this is going to be our last major area to take out, guys. So we are rounding the corner here. And this playthrough is going to be coming to a close here pretty quickly. So actually, there's something we got to do first. Now that I think of it, we need to power up. We got a great rune from killing Mohg back there. So we got to power that one up. So where you go to power up his great rune is the Divine Tower of East Altus. And this is actually the same spot where we leveled up, or powered up, I should say, Morgott's rune. And reason for that is Morgott and Mohg are twin brothers. So it makes sense that we level up both of their great runes at the same spot. So here we go. We can restore the power of the great rune. And we have Mohg's Great Rune. So let's check it out real quick. And here we go. Grants a blessing of blood to phantoms. So yeah, Mohg and Morgott are twin brothers, and their great runes are naturally similar. So what this does is this is really only useful in multiplayer or if you summon phantoms. So what it does is it basically grants a blessing of blood to either your phantom that you summon or your co-op partner. And anytime they kill somebody, you get like it's like a 10% restore to your health. And then if someone gets deals bleed damage, I believe it enhances your attack power for a short time. So it really only works in multiplayer or if you're summoning phantoms yourself, or summoning your spirit ashes yourself. So very specific use case, but could be useful if you're doing a lot of multiplayer. So anyway, that being said, we are going to now work back to the Haligtree canopy, and this is where we're going to wrap for today. So thank y'all so much for watching. Hope you had a good time going through Mohgwyn's palace, and take care, everybody. And we're gonna take on the Haligtree in the next episode. So I'll catch y'all then. Stay tuned.